Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Tu Costa Rica Real Talk, Tu Costa Rica Real Estate's podcast on all things real estate and Costa Rica. Today we're joined once again by Maria Jiménez, our Jacó Agent, that will share with us today about the benefits and perks of Jacó resort living and the areas. How are you doing today, Maria?
Hi, I'm fine. Very happy to be here again with you.
Yeah, it's great having you here another time. And this week we want to delve into the specifics of like the Jacó resort lifestyle and the resort living opportunities in the area. And perhaps to start off the podcast, I wanted to ask you about what are these expectations, perhaps, of like how does these developments like Los Sueños and Místico, for example, expand on the idea of living in Jacó that's usually perhaps thought of as a very like centric and urban kind of like beach town. So how does these adjacent developments expand on that idea?
Yes, well, it's been a journey for us to move here and live here for the last 4 years. We're really more and more connected with nature, with the ocean, with the environment, with the birds. You can hear the birds sound right now because I'm in the terrace in my house, in my condominium in Los Sueños. So it has been a good journey, secure living, relaxed, that we know the environment is secure, it's nice. And we go to Jacó for dinner, we go to Jacó for the bank, we go to Jacó for the supermarket. We're located in Herradura, so we are less going to Jacó for some things because Herradura is very self-sufficient as a smaller town, satellite town of Jacó. But Jacó has a history of over 40 years being built. So it's very strong in all the services that offers to the community, including classes for kids, including classes for adults, including activities like music at night for having dinner with live music, surfing competition, other things around beach cleanup on a Saturday morning, hiking. So you can combine a lot of outdoors activities with more indoor activities within minutes.
Yeah, that's a great part of it actually, and perhaps in terms of like the as you mentioned, like the birds singing that we can actually listen to and the greenery and everything. How's the demand for this kind of like spaciousness on the Jacó outskirts? Or perhaps what are the main things that someone that's looking into Los Sueños or Místico want to embrace as part of their lifestyle?
Yes, the spaciousness is good. So in Los Sueños, you can go outside and walk. You have also gyms in every community almost. You have the golf course inside the hotel. You have a spa inside the property. I counted the other day, there's at least over 14 different food options within Los Sueños Gate, besides the marina restaurants and the options that you can buy for food and beverage, and in the hotel that you can service. So you're within the resort, you have a variety of services. Plus you go out of the gate into the public area, and there's more local restaurants that are fantastic, beachfront setting, different eating possibilities. So within Los Sueños, you have these greenery. You can see it behind me, and you can have a condominium overlooking the ocean. You can have a condominium overlooking the forest and the mountain. You can have a more spacious, like mine, overlooks the golf course. So you can choose within a price range as well for buying property here within 600,000 to the millions, right? So you can choose a 3-bedroom condominium with 2 bathrooms, or a villa or a lot and build your own house. There's still some available options there to do something like that. Now, regarding other 2 developments that are in the area that I like a lot because they offer the security, they are also gated. I don't live in them, but I service them, and I have found is the perfect fit for some of my clients are Nativa, which is closer to San Jose. So it is 20 minutes north or of where I am. And Nativa offers ocean view that's fantastic. The price range there is goes from condominiums around 300,000, 350, $400,000 for a ocean view condominium. They offer within the gate as well the possibilities for you to hike, to walk, to watch the scenery, to listen to the birds, to live really close to the wildlife because it's really close to the Carara National Park. So in Nativa, it's you will see birds all the time. Iguanas are on our daily feature animals that we see: the macaws, the red macaws, the toucans, all of those white faced monkeys, the capuchins. All of those are usually seen year round, even butterflies of all types, hummingbirds. They are in nature living with us around. The other development that's towards the south that you mentioned before, Alonso, is Mystico. And Mystico, it's being built. At the end of the development, is going to have over 3,000 keys, where it's going to have several hotels within the property, apartments, condominiums, single family homes, and you can access the ocean of Playa Hermosa. So it's going to be more tailored for families as well. It already has a bike lane of over 3 miles. It has hiking trails within the property. So you just leave your house, lock your door, not even lock your door because you're in a gated community and really secure, and you just take a hike and you're there with nature. You're there enjoying the environment. You have the lakes where you can go paddleboard, kayak, fish, and you can drive a small drive of 2 miles and you're in Playa Hermosa. So you're watching the sunset or surfing or walking in the sand and jogging or whatever you want to do in the ocean front. So all of the communities offer different services, different stages also within the communities. Los Sueños will be the one that's the oldest one and it's more built, but both Nativa and Mystico are upcoming. They are stable. They are good communities. They have good neighbors. They work for Airbnb. They work for living. So they have the combination of homes or condominiums. So there are very interesting options in the area.
And you touched upon Carrara, for example, and then Playa Hermosa as perhaps people that think about these kind of developments, think about the amenities, think about the exclusive lifestyle and the privacy and the intimacy that it means. But also these like adjacent landmarks, for example, are very important to this idea of like wholesomeness, or like an engagement with nature. What are perhaps other landmarks surrounding the Jaco area that someone who wants to live in Místico or Los Sueños or even Nativa can enjoy, for example, on like a weekend getaway, for example?
Ooh, there are so many. You can do zip lining, you can do horseback riding. So there's many touristic options. You can do parapente, the flying. I forgot the name. Also, hiking Miro is not requirement to pay anything because you'll go hike and it's like a ruins of something that was going to be built and was left there, was a hotel like big house, and you see all of the Jaco from the top, from the ocean. You also have the marina in Los Sueños, so you can go on a tour in the catamaran to Isla Tortuga, or you can go on a sport fishing adventure. You can go rooster fishing. You can go tuna, mahi-mahi, sail, or marlin fishing. So also you have the golf course in Los Sueños, which is an 18-hole golf course. Several spas, several beauty parlors. You have also several places where you can have beauty treatments like estheticians. Um, what else? Restaurants. The Thai restaurant is one of my favorite ones, but there's also other restaurants that I like because they are beachfront, so you can go there for like happy hour, cocktail hour. So you can enjoy and have an activity where it requires you to move, or you can go have a more relaxed activity like a massage within 20 minutes surrounding ourselves.
And doubling down on that, in terms of the specifics of the amenities, perhaps the main highlights of these developments, for you, perhaps what are the main advantages of each one of them for someone that's considering all these three, Los Sueños, Nativa, and Místico, for example?
Uh-huh. Yes. So if you want ocean view and to be really calm and really exclusive setting for living, I found that it's more suitable, Nativa, for persons that are coming here after retirement. They like it because it's a really quiet, really exclusive, very few condominiums, a lot of space, and it's very low density. So Nativa seems to be a good option for people that are willing to have a really relaxed, calm lifestyle. They are going to be playing golf. They are going to be in Jaco running their errands within 20 to 30 minutes. But they like to read their book. They like to go to the pool almost by themselves. So Nativa is very good for those kind of expats or investors, clients that are looking for a change of their life because they are a little bit already burned out from all that running, and they're looking for their retirement to be more calmer. Then Mystico offers the most adventures, I believe, within their property. Eventually, they will have also uh, areas where you can have your horse, so you can have your paddleboard, you can have your kayak, you can have your fishing rods, and you can go hiking within the property. You have the cycle path, so you're invited to do a lot more of activities outdoors. And the development is being created around this lifestyle of wellness in parallel and relationship, very close relationship with nature. So that is being offered by Mystical. Now, speaking Los Sueños offers more luxurious lifestyle, I will say. It's more mature as a development. So you can choose to have food and beverages. You can choose to be golfing every day. You can choose to go fishing. So your hobbies can determine where you want to live. If your hobbies are more reading and staying silent and in calm, maybe Nativa is more for you. Místico will be more for an active person. And Los Sueños will be for other clients that are probably more outdoors in golf and fishing. I will say that, but it's not one size fits all either.
Yeah, and it's great that there's plenty of options for anyone that's in the area or considering the area. So that also speaks to, I guess, like the different kind of demographics and demand. And I want to ask you in that before we round out the podcast about, from your experience, what have you seen in terms of like recent trends with also post-pandemic and the kind of lifestyle that many people seek, kind of like related to remote work and the search that you mentioned earlier about like this kind of like more this idea of wholesomeness and like being also surrounded in a more like peaceful and tranquil space. What has been your experience as an agent that deals with these kind of clients?
More and more keep moving. The clients are figuring out how to move with their children and figure out the school system in Costa Rica or figure out the homeschool way for them to continue education because the parents already have figured out how to work from home. And more I get like this kind of request, and I meet people that are my neighbors that are already here 1 year and counting, 2 years and counting, 3 years and counting, and they started maybe as an experiment similar to what me and my family started. We started coming here after during pandemic, thinking like this is a temporary solution, and we made it a permanent solution. So more families are figuring out what suits them well, whether it's traveling back and forth for the father, or taking a one week a month where they come and go, but the kids and the mothers are usually around. They are going to the school. So I've met different neighbors and friends that have become friends that are happy, really, really happy, living a more relaxed life, but they're working within probably 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. They are in their computer working, doing their work from home, and then they are enjoying what the ocean gives them, what the sunset and the lifestyle in the area. So it is nice to see. It is nice to help people. In my case, since I've done it and I'm a business owner and I became a real estate agent after, so I give advice to clients. Okay, so you can tweak this and tweak that. In my case, I have two kids that are the older kids are doing homeschool. One already finished. The other one is 2 years away from finishing high school. Uh, and the youngest one, she decided to go to a school. So she goes to school in Playa Hermosa, and she's part of she has classmates, and she's part of the soccer team and things like that. So we have now more of a hybrid, where at some point we were completely like remote on everything. Education and work was remote. Now we became more hybrid and more part of the community.
And in terms of someone that wants to live in the area, but also perhaps for a couple months goes back to the States or to another part, how's their rental proposition for someone that wants to rent out their place during high season, during winter, during summer?
Okay, it there's lots of options available for renting or for doing your self investment and doing vacation rental. The market is really stable. I'm involved with vacation rental as well, and we seem to have guests all year round. Obviously, during the winter months in the US and Canada, we have higher demand, willing to pay higher price as well, which is also our summer in Costa Rica. So you have to be aware that if you're planning to be in Costa Rica between November and March, November and April, those are the months that generate most of the income for your vacation rental investment, or that you're going to be having to pay more money if you're looking to rent and not own. The months after May to October, those months you find more flexible spaces, less expensive, and that gives you opportunities to probably extend your vacation a little bit longer. But also, I find that more of the neighbors, they go back to the United States to enjoy summer with their grandkids, with their family. So it's a little bit more empty, but we receive constant visitors and tourism. There's always buses going around. There's always groups celebrating something. More and more are the retreats happening. More and more are weddings, bachelor and bachelorettes parties. So the year round, you see tourists in the area.
Perhaps some final words of advice for someone that's considering to embrace the resort lifestyle of the Central Pacific, perhaps delving into a rental or simply for themselves. As someone that lives there and local by now, what would you say for them that's on the fence or perhaps thinking about it right now?
Well, we like the area. It's very convenient to be here. The services are here, so it makes easier living here than maybe other parts of Costa Rica where you have the services more spread around. Services meaning banks, supermarkets, medical, things like that. You can be in San Jose within 90 minutes. Later today, I'm going to San Jose. Probably I'll be with you, Alonso. And it probably takes me 90 minutes to get from here to the city. So that's very convenient when you need other type of services that maybe you don't find in the coastal areas. The internet is super stable. So if you're looking to work from home, to study from home, to give classes from home, you will find good internet service here. And what other advice I will give is to know beforehand what's your investment, how much you have to invest, and be as clear as you can with your realtor, because with your agent, because if you tell them I want something of 400,000, but you're looking to only put 100,000 down and get the rest in a loan, that's probably not a reality. But if you have 100,000, then you can probably find a smaller house or in another community that's a little bit farther from the ocean, an option for you to live and find a 3-bedroom house for somewhere around 130, 140,000. That's also a gated community. It's probably more local, but you can make your dream happen without looking for the troubleshooting and the process of getting a loan. If the loans will be more expensive in Costa Rica for sure, they're not easy to get for expats. So if you have the option and you can refinance your house in the United States or refinance something in the United States, that's also an option for you to invest.
Thanks for your valuable insights, Maria. Thanks for coming back again to the podcast.
Thank you for inviting me. I look forward to being back soon.
Definitely. We'll keep you around for all your expertise on the Jacó and the Pacific area, as well as other topics. If you enjoyed the conversation, you can follow us on social media at Costa Rica Real Estate, and also follow the rest of the podcast or all our previous episodes on your favorite streaming platform, where you can find us as To Costa Rica Real Talk.